Muric tells security agencies to caution P2B's running mate Dati, gives reason. Welcome to the news and thank you for tuning in to listen. Please subscribe to our channel. To get notified when we post hot juicy news updates, please click on the notification bell. The vice presidential candidate of the Labour Party, LP Dati Baba Ahmed, is currently facing backlash for his comment against Bola Tinubu's mandate. Baba Ahmed has been alleged of saying there is no president-elect despite the public declaration of the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC. Meanwhile, the Muslim rights concern, Muric, has called on security agencies to caution him. Security agencies have been urged to caution the vice presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Dati Baba Ahmed. The call was made via a statement on Wednesday, March 29, by the Muslim rights concern, Muric, following Dati's statement that there was no president-elect. As reported by the Cable, the Labour Party vice presidential candidate admonished the Chief Justice of Nigeria, CJN Olukaide Ariwola, not to partake in the swearing-in ceremony of President-elect Bola Tinubu slated for May 29th. Dati's comment, not democratic, Prof. Akintola. Reacting to Dati's comment, the executive director of Muric, Professor Ishaq Akintola, described his utterances as real-class. He said, and I quote, "It represents a direct call for insurrection and military coup. No true Democrat should utter such a statement. The security agencies will be failing in their duties if they do not caution him and others like him. This transition period is very sensitive. Nobody should be taken for granted. The only lawful procedure for changing government is through election, and that has taken place. Any other method is unlawful, illegal, illegitimate, and unconstitutional." Professor Ishaq Akintola called on the relevant security agencies and religious leaders to caution him while noting that the due legal processes should be employed to vent their grievances rather than instigating street protests and violence with their utterances. Why Tinubu should not be sworn in as Nigeria's president, P2B running mates reveal. Meanwhile, in other news, P2B running mate Dati Baba Ahmed has argued that the swearing in the president-elect Bola Tinubu will be unconstitutional. The Labour Party vice presidential candidate claimed that Tinubu did not meet the constitutional requirement to be declared president-elect. Baba Ahmed therefore urged President Buhari and the Chief Justice of Nigeria, CJN, Justice Olukaide Ariwola, not to go ahead with Tinubu's inauguration. Similarly, the Labour Party vice presidential candidate for Saturday, February 25th election, Yusuf Dati Baba Ahmed, has spoken on Bola Tinubu's certificate of return. Speaking with journalists on Wednesday, March 22nd, Yusuf Dati Baba Ahmed said the certificate issued by INEC to Tinubu has no value. The northern politician argued that going by Section 134 and INEC's interpretation of Section 134, Nigeria has no president-elect. Presidency talks over interim government heighten as Labour Party trash talks DSS. The Labour Party LP says it is unfazed by the warnings of the Department of State Services DSS over plots of installing an interim government. The Labour Party spokesperson, Dr. Yunusa Tanko, said the DSS had failed Nigerians in implementing its role as an agent of justice. He turned the DSS to step up its game and address the numerous anomalies during the presidential polls. Following the warning issued by the Department of State Services over speculations of an interim government to disrupt the inauguration of a new government, the Labour Party LP says Nigerians will not be intimidated in their quest to retrieve their stolen mandate. Recall, the presidential candidate of the Labour Party is currently adopting legal channels to challenge the mandate of Nigeria's president-elect and candidates of the All Progressive Congress (APC), Bola Tinubu. As reported by the Vanguard newspaper, the spokesperson of Labour Party, Yunusa Tanko, on Wednesday, March 29th in Abuja, said the Nigerians want to take back their mandate through every legitimate and legal means possible. Yunusa said, "We are certain that Nigerians who want to take back their country will not be intimidated or blackmailed into abandoning a legitimate cause. As a party, we have submitted ourselves to pursuing the cause of justice through constitutional means. It will not serve as the interest of democracy. It will not serve as the interest of democracy if democracy collapses in Nigeria." The spokesperson accused the DSS of failing to administer justice during the presidential elections. referred to the attack on Labour Party supporters in Lagos State and the ethnic profiling comments of famous Lagos Garage chief MC Oluwomo. We would like to ask where was the DSS when our members and other Nigerians were being attacked, maimed and killed, especially in Lagos? Where was the DSS when M. Solomon and his equal engaged in ethnic profiling and violence against Nigerians of a certain ethnic nationality over their democratic choices? Whoever urged the DSS to step up its game, take its role seriously as a law enforcement agency, and bring electoral offenders to book. DSS identifies key politicians plotting to set up interim government ahead of May 29th handover to Tinubu. Meanwhile, it was reported that the Department of State Services, DSS, has confirmed some politicians move to install an interim government. The DSS made a disclosure on Wednesday, March 29th, barely a month before the handover ceremony of President-elect Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Reported that Department of State Services DSS has confirmed some politicians moved to install an interim government. The DSS made a disclosure on Wednesday, March 29th, barely a month before the handover ceremony of President-elect Bola Ahmed Tinubu was slated for Monday, May 29th. The DSS read out some key things to know as the security agency warned some politicians labeled as misguided against plotting to cause unrest in the country. Now, the thing is, Muric is coming out to accuse Dati Baba Ahmed of what exactly? No, I don't understand. He's coming out to talk about, to say this thing now. For what purpose? For what purpose? Where was he when people in Lagos were saying they were being attacked? They were being suppressed. They did not allow them to vote. Even when the CP of Lagos, after listening to the threat coming from Musili Akinse, also known as MC Oluwomo, what exactly did he do about it? I know hearing voice. So. See, if you are going to remain deaf and you play blind and you play dumb to things you're supposed to speak out about, and you only speak about things that means you're being biased. Oga, please forever remain that dumb. No. This is it. If you cannot come out and say this is bad because it no concern you, I beg when it touch you, no also come outside. If things happen for this country and everybody come outside talk, say this one you no good, everybody. You keep quiet, and then when it affects you, you can't come outside, can't they cry? This one, you know, good. Then go say, when it happen to others, you come outside because you don't touch you now. You can't be like say they come outside. This particular Muric self gone. I know they see their members. Not only this man they come outside can't talk. I know they even see their members. The only this man they come outside can't talk. They're not known for saying the right things. They are known for being biased. That's my own take. All right, on this note, we've come to the end of the news.